We had some pretty killer star views last night. Slept without the rain fly on, and it was awesome. We have the sun starting to come up. Time to get on the bikes and head for Bullfrog Marina.
Getting on the boat.
Via dirt roads if we have the time. We have got about 5 hours before we need to be there.
If you guys have followed along on other adventures of ours, you may have seen that there's a little bit of the theme here, and that's that we're not that great at planning. So we were never really sure how far it was from Monticello to Bullfrog because we need to be there by noon. Well, you think like, hey, that's pretty important. You probably should know how long it's going to take you if you just catch the pavement. However, we never even looked. In our head, we were just like, it's probably within 4 hours. Well, last night while eating pizza, we found out it's within 3 hours. So we're pretty good there, but we were kind of stressing about that all day yesterday because we never had cell phone service, and so we never knew, and we just were thinking, okay, what if it's 7 hours? We don't even know. Why did we never look? But we're going to try to catch the dirt just for a little bit today. But I think that there's going to be a lot of pavement involved because we just don't have that much time. Because we can't miss the boat. Well, you're going to notice that we're on a lot of pavement today. We actually don't have time for any dirt. Everyone is ahead of schedule, we found out. And so we're going to hit the pavement and bust it to try to get to Powell by noon. I don't know if we're going to make it, but look at this. Coolest gas station ever. It's a gas station, A&W, and a bowling center.
We'll have to come back here for sure.
We could spend all day here. We have made it, and we arrived at 12:03.
That's why we were supposed to meet.
Only 3 minutes late. Now, even though we didn't take dirt, it was still an incredibly beautiful ride all the way here. Highly recommend it.
So fun.
Next, we'll see you on the boat.
Yep.
Super excited.
Are you excited?
Being on the lake also gave us a good opportunity to do some laundry. We only brought one set of long underwear for the whole trip, and they're getting kind of stinky. All good things have to come to an end, including our time on Lake Powell. So it's Monday evening, and we are just packing everything up to head out in the morning, back on the motorcycles.
It's 10 a.m. on Tuesday morning. We just got off the lake. Getting stuff packed up and organized. Tyson had a battery shipped here to the marina, so he's putting that in. We'll see if it works. And then we'll be on our way.
Callie and I are currently in Escalante, Utah, and we are about to get something to eat. First thing, Callie said, we're only talking when we're eating, because right now you guys are on top of my head, and I only take my helmet off most of the time when we stop and grab a bite to eat. So kind of makes us look really fat in that we eat all the time, but that's not necessarily the case. Anyways, we got out of Lake Powell. I have GPS tracks that we're just following, and so we're not following a road map or a map that has all the towns on it and stuff necessarily. And we're coming over this really cool spine that I'm sure you guys saw in the video, and we were both thinking, this is insane, very cool, I can't believe this, da 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 da. and we're having a great time. The roads are awesome for the motorcycle, and we were both kind of saying, I can't believe we've never been here, because last year we went to Capitol Reef, which is very much in this area, and we're like, I just can't believe we've never been here. We come around this corner and there's a campground. And Callie says,
that looks like that campground that we stopped at to pee in the van.
Callie had to pee while we were in the van, literally 6 months ago. And we stopped at this campground, and it had some distinguishing facts about it. And I'm like, you're shitting me. That's the campground that we stopped at. And then it dawned on us that the road that we had been riding, this town that we're currently in,
we've been to it.
The last 100 miles, we've been in and on with the van literally 6 months ago. Zero memory of any of this.
Just none.
The only memory was stopping at that campground to pee. I can't believe it. But anyways, that's the story for today. I can't believe that we didn't remember any of this. And I bet when we did it in the van, we said, this would be a lot of fun on a motorcycle. We camped outside of Escalante, Utah last night. You can see the sun is coming up behind us, and it's a bit chilly at 29 degrees this morning. We're staying warm in our beanies. So we're gonna hit the road and try to get from here to Moab tonight.
See what happens.
On hopefully mostly dirt roads. We're gonna see. But this morning is for sure dirt road. Woo!
We are somewhere outside of Escalante, Utah in the mountains, and we've come across a roadblock. Not only is it a roadblock, there are logs everywhere. So we found a little area over here we think we can get through. So we'll see what happens.
Then you're gonna veer left and veer right. did it.
It wasn't pretty, but we made it up. We're hot, and hopefully it doesn't get any hotter. Harder, not hotter. Harder.
Or hotter.
Or hotter. Until we camp tonight, then it can be hot. So we've gone maybe about 3 miles in an hour. It's just super rough and rocky. I know it's hard to tell in the GoPro footage. It probably looks like a freaking easy dirt road. There are a lot of rocks out here. We're getting through though. We see a campground on our GPS within a mile. So that is good news. I don't think we're gonna be in this rocky shit too much longer. Cross your fingers. We'll have to update you if we get to the campground.
I guess I was asking for what I wanted, and that was a dirt road. This is more of a dirt, rocky ATV trail. We finally made it out of the ATV track that we had found. I guess I didn't know what it was gonna be, but it was definitely ATV. I think we saw some signs that said 50 inches max. The problem is, or one of the problems, the ATVs just have a tire track on the left and a tire track on the right. And then in the center, it's completely rough and rocky and all that stuff. And if we're in either the left or the right track, we're extremely close to the trees. Callie knocked one of her bags off when she hit a log, and it did a ton of damage to it, ripped the whole thing open. So we were trying to kind of stay in the center, and it was just horrible. And then we found the extremely steep, rocky, there was like a stream through one of these rocky sections. With bikes this big, it was tough for us. The skill was not there, I'd say, for us, but we're now back on just dirt roads. You can cruise at 40 or 50, and we are in the middle of Capitol Reef. The views are absolutely incredible. I think we've got about 20 miles to go until we find pavement, and that'll put us really close to Hanksville, which, if you don't know where that is, it's not even close to Moab. It's 4:13. We wanted to be in Moab tonight. We are not going to make it. I mean, we're still a good half days from Moab if we wanted to take dirt roads. If we got on pavement and went right there, we're probably...
A couple hours?
Yeah, probably 4 hours. But probably about 4 hours. Well, I guess, yeah, probably 3 to 4 hours. So, yeah, we'll just kind of take her by ear and see where we can camp tonight.
Take it by ear?
Is that take it by... Is that
That'll work.
take it by what? That's not right. Take it, we'll go day by day, or in this case, minute by minute. We made it to our camp spot. We're actually only about 40 miles from Lake Powell, where we started yesterday. And hopefully we'll get a good sunrise here, and we are gonna make it to Moab tomorrow. I think we're gonna have some fun dirt roads. There's gonna be a river crossing kind of early on, about 15 miles. I don't think it should be an issue. Water level should be pretty good for us. So we'll see what tomorrow has in store for us. I think it's gonna be a little easier than today, though.
We'll see.
Great way to end a long day. Eating some mac and cheese in the Utah desert to an absolutely beautiful sunset.